Hello everyone and good evening and welcome to the IROC 150 here at Southern Motorsports Park, or Southern National Motorsports Park. Right now the guys are wrapping up practice. They got about 24 seconds left here in the session before they start to get rolling for qualifying. To me, the big question for tonight is, can anybody beat Brian McCann? I believe, I'm just seeing how many wins he has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins. Brian McCann has almost a 100-point lead over second place Kevin McCann. And there you see the checkered flag waving as we wrap things up for warm-up. And as they get lined up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the points as of right now. After 11 races of 16, Brian McCann sitting at 474 points, and his brother Kevin McCann sitting in second place at 384 points. And Neil Quick, I just want to point this out. Neil Quick does not have a win yet this season, but look how close he is to second place. That is what consistent finishes will get you. Consistent races, consistency wins no matter what. And then our Daytona winner, Chris Wally, sitting in third place at 307 points. Fifth, Brandon Mefford at 290. Evan Faust in sixth place at 282. Very tight race there. Seventh place, Matt Henry, 281 points. Mike Harper, 276 points, sitting in eighth. Tim Schofield sitting at 265 points in ninth place. And Jarrett Wiedner sitting at 250 points in 10th position. There's only 5 races left here in the series. There's not a lot of time for these guys to make up some points, but let's go ahead and take a look at qualifying. Oh no, we're starting the race. Did I miss qualifying? Maybe this is a heat race. Yes, I'm very sorry, everybody. This is the first heat race for the night. And the green flag is underway. Oh, and the 66 here really loose. Goes back up into traffic. Wheels are flying. Massive damage to that. Well, we stay green. Lap 1 of 8. The 66, I was not ready for that. The 66 of Stony Binfield gets really loose there on that start, and really, I saw a bunch of tires flying everywhere, but it was incorrect. Brian McCann out front, though, as he takes that beautiful black number 1 car around the track. These laps are going to go fast. They're running about 14.5-second laps here. And 5 laps to go. Brian McCann in first. Second place is Chris Mefford in that number 46. Nice chrome car. David Trumbley sitting in third place. It's a good start for him. Matthew Kopp sitting in, Coop sitting in fourth place. And then Stony Binfield at number 66, who had that issue on lap 1 on that start. And then Quick, who was unfortunately in the wrong place at the wrong time when that accident did happen. And back up front, Brian McCann. 2 laps to go. He's going to be able to wrap this one up real quick as he comes around for that white flag here at Southern National Motorsports Park. And the final lap is underway. A lot of these, the setup looks a little loose to me. It kind of almost reminds me of North Wilkesboro. And Brian McCann is going to be your stage, or your Heat 1 winner here tonight. I'd be lying if I said anyone was surprised. And looks like they're gridding for the second heat here. Looks like it's going to consist of Chris Wally, Tim Schofield, Vincent Short, Mike Harper, Kevin McCann, and Paul Buzzle. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors for tonight's race, R&R Racewear, Loud Pedal Gaming, and Hydrotech PC. Make sure you support all of them because they have brought every race to you guys this season, and we've had some fantastic racing all year. And I don't believe that we will be disappointed with tonight's race. After that start we had on the first heat race was already really exciting. Surprised there wasn't a bigger wreck, but everybody did a fantastic job of keeping that stuff under reps and ready to go. So here we getting the one to go from the pace car. Lights are out. Some good short track racing here tonight. Let's see who's going to bring home the trophy from the second race here. Wally's going to bring him to the green flag, and what a great start from Wally. But Schofield starting on the outside, trying to get down in there right behind him. He's getting a really good run off the turn 2. Tries to go to the inside, not there. Oh, and he spins Wally. Wally's around. That is unfortunate. That was, to me, it was almost like a complete. Oh, and they're wrecking on the front stretch. Short and Schofield. Right now, Kevin McCann is in the lead. Is it going to be a McCann 1-2 here tonight? I want to look at that replay really quick. Going to try to find that for you guys. Because it started with Tim Schofield. He's coming out. Oh, and he just came down straight into short. I see. Oh, let me back that up and try again so you guys can see it. You can see it get right into each other here coming out of the corner, and then Schofield loses it, comes down into short, and then that's all she wrote from there. But back to the live race, 4 laps to go. Paul Buzzle is in the lead, but Kevin McCann is right there. Kevin McCann's got some damage on that left front. Not sure if maybe he got moved a little bit while we were watching that replay, but he almost does not seem happy with Paul because he is on his tail. This is going to be a great finish right here. 2 to go, or 3 to go this time. 2 to go. I was right. It just wasn't updating correctly. Oh, McCann is really throwing the back out of that car. You can kind of see him try to dig it in there, going into the center of the corner. And there he's going to get a run coming off of 2. He's going to go to the outside, going to dive to the inside. No, he's going to stay to the outside, whip it around, try to, oh, and he almost loses it. He does lose it. Kevin McCann loses it enough to where Mike Harper is going to pass him. White flag is out. Oh, no, that was a checkered flag. The laps go so fast. I wasn't ready for it. Wow, those were 2 fantastic races to start tonight. Once again, I want to welcome you to the IROC 150 here at Southern National Motorsports Park. Should be a exciting race. No exceptions. We've already had 2 exciting heat races right there. Now, looks like Clark and Quick will be starting. No, this is the 3rd heat. This tells you how much I pay attention. I didn't know there was 3 heats. So, nonetheless, I expect this to be another exciting heat here. We've got Quick to the outside, Clark to the inside, Pettigraph behind Clark in that number 14, and Mefford in that number 83 to the outside, and King in the 55, and Harper in that number 17, or 81, sorry. Pace car lights are off as we head down into turn 3 and 4. Coming out, pace car is on pit road. Oh, and they try to get a jump. Mefford almost runs into the back of Quick. Clark gets a great start. Quick goes to the outside, drops in right behind Clark, and now he's going to begin he's going to go to the inside of Clark. He's looking. Clark gives him enough space. Clark goes up the track, almost into the wall, comes back down. Mefford is right there. Pettigraph gets around him. Clark is going to lose just about 4 positions here as we go back up to the lead. Neil Quick is your leader with Brandon Mefford in second, Kyle Pettigraph in third, and Jesse King in fourth. It's a tight. Oh, when Pettigraph is around, gets tight. Oh, right into King. Collects himself. King got some damage there on that right side. You can see it there as he's coming through the front stretch. 5 laps to go. Neil Quick is your leader still. Brandon Mefford in second. And that is unfortunate for Pettigraph because he was having a great start to that heat race here tonight. So Mefford trying to run down Quick, but is he going to be able to? Does he have enough time is the real question. He's trying to catch him here. Coming out of the corner, down the backstretch, 3 laps to go. He's about 0.07 seconds back from your leader. Oh, Mefford almost tags that outside wall. He's gaining just a little bit. He gained a 10th that lap. But it is... Oh, he gained even more there. Final lap, white flag is out. Mefford's going to have to give it all he's got if he wants to get up to Quick. And Quick's going to have to make a mistake. And Quick, Neil Quick is going to be your winner for heat race number 3 here tonight at Southern National Motorsports Park. Fantastic start there for Quick. And Clark had a great start, but he could not hold it together. Clark ended up finishing 4th in that race. So it looks like we get about a 5-minute warm-up now. And we are going to be back right before they start. We'll go ahead and do a little crank it up for you guys so you can listen to the cars. And as soon as we go green, we will be right back. Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's race. These guys have about 30 seconds left in warm-up. I expect tonight's race to be a fantastic race. It's going to be some good short track racing, some beating and banging. The big question for me tonight is can somebody beat Brian McCann? He has 6 wins on the season. We've had 11 races, so therefore he has won over half of them. So the question to me is, can he keep his car clean tonight and get maybe win number 7? He's close to 100 points over his brother. And you can see these guys are really loose when they come out with these fresh tires. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here tonight. Once again, this is the IROC 150 at Southern National Motorsports Park. We want to thank you for joining us. Make sure if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel to subscribe, because we have racing going on all the time. We ask that you come back and join us. Last night we hit our 800th subscriber. We can't thank you guys enough for watching us. To all the guys that race in the leagues that we broadcast, and just to everybody who watches to watch their family members. We appreciate you and we thank you so much for watching. But these guys are getting gridded up, ready to go. Brian McCann is going to start on the pole. No surprise there with Buzzle on the outside of him. And I just want to show off this hat real quick. My fiance got it for me for my birthday last year. I've not worn it, but I don't know if you all can see that. It's actually autographed by Sam Bass, who was a famous artist through the NASCAR community. He did some awesome stuff. So the fact that it's a DuPont hat with Sam Bass's autograph on it, I love this hat. It's just awesome. I just had to show it off because I love NASCAR, and we're having fun here on the IROC Series. Once again, tonight is race 12, so we have a couple of more races left, but we will see how tonight goes. The IROC 150. This is going to be some beating and banging tonight, I believe. Brian McCann's going to start in the front row with Buzzle quick behind him next to Mufford. And iRacing's playing tricks on us. There's a car back there with damage, but I don't believe he actually has it. Pace car lights are off. Green flag is coming out. Brian checks out, and he nails the gas. It's a great start there to the race. Oh, and they're backed up behind him. Get back here in the field. We want to see all of this because this is going to be a very tight pack. You see guys are slicing and dicing right now, trying to make some passes. David Trumbley in 7th position right there. Oh, and they're checking up there a little bit in the front. Slowly starting to... We got a battle up there for about 3rd place. It is going to be a tight battle all night right here. Harper and Mefford and Brandon Mefford. Harper's trying to get to the inside, I think, but he's got Brandon right behind him, and Trumbley. He finally clears him. And oh, Trumbley is around down to the inside. No caution. See if he can get it going. He's out of the way. Oh, yellow flag is out. Trumbley unfortunately got. He just whenever you just tag that apron, it just will get you every time. We'll go back and we'll take a look at that really quick. We'll see him go back to the battle coming off down the front stretch. You see he's down on that inside lane right there. He's just touching that apron just a little bit. You see it's a little loose, and then it just goes around. Great job by everybody behind him not getting into the back of him. So, and a fantastic job to Trumbley for not coming back up into traffic, because that can be deadly sometimes. So back here, lap 7 of 150 here at Southern National Motorsports Park. Got 15 drivers here tonight. Or, no, I'm sorry, 18 drivers. My podium is not updated. Right now, Brian McCann has led every lap. Fastest lap so far is Brian McCann at a 14.555, and Neil Quick is second fastest at a 14.72. The rest of the guys are pretty much in the 15s, but you've got to understand that they're all stuck in traffic, so it's not going to be an easy situation for them, because a lot of them are checking up, getting off the gas, getting on the brakes. So as the night goes on, we'll see what kind of, maybe we'll have some tempers tonight. I remember quite a few races back we had an issue with a couple of guys. They were riled up, but short track racing, short tempers just live and breed in these types of situations here. As we approach lap 10, pace car lights are off. We're going to be going green this time by. We'll see if Brian McCann sticks to his previous plan. David Trumbley is unfortunately lap down because when he made that spin, he was not able to recover to stay ahead of the leaders. Pace car is off. Brian McCann's bringing us to the lead. Oh, he checks up that bottom lane really hard, but he gets it going really good. We'll go back in the pack because this is going to get really hairy. Your Meffords are both going to the inside, trying to get around Neil Quick. They both almost clear. Both clear. Oh, no. It's a really tight battle up here for them. Both of the Meffords now sitting second and third. Kevin McCann just made his way around. So the top four is McCann, Mefford, McCann. And then you've got Neil Quick sitting in fifth position. And maybe this is going to be a long green flag run here this time around, because these guys are single file all the way back. Pretty much. Oh, caution is out. See if we can't see what may have happened here. Looks like it might have been Vincent Short. Let's take a look at the replay. Oh, yep, it does look like. Oh, it looks like Vincent Short and Pettigraph, unfortunately, looks like he's going to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Let's get this going live here for you guys. And you see Short goes to the inside. Has a good run. Oh, Pettigraph gets a little. Oh, Pettigraph got really loose. Comes down in front of Short and just collects them both. Pettigraph didn't get too much damage from that. Not sure how Short's car is going to be. But let's get a different angle of that replay here. We'll ride on board with Short so we can see that he totally was not expecting this. Going to the inside here. Can't even really see Pettigraph too much, but he's out there on the outside. He's coming down his back. All of a sudden, just right across the nose. Vincent had nowhere to go, unfortunately. As we're on lap 17 of 150 here tonight. I really want to give a shout out to all the guys in this league. You know, every week, they in and out, they come and put on a great show for everybody, for us up in the booth and you guys at home watching. Everybody has their favorite. Nick right now is saying go King. King right now is sitting in sixth position. Not a bad position to be in. Sitting pretty good right now. Just sitting behind Neil Quick, and the pace car lights are out, so we're going to go green this time by. This time by, we're going to ride on board with King on this restart. Actually, we're going to ride with Paul Buzzle, because I want to show you how intense these restarts can be. These guys are all trying to anticipate who's going to take the green. McCann is gone. There he's got the foot on the gas. And right now, Buzzle is trying to get to the inside of Quick. See, he's being very cautious, laying off a little bit earlier because the car in front of him, he doesn't want to get into the back of them, but he wants to get back in the gas faster than them. As we get around and see, Quick is almost leaving a little bit too much space. Paul's going to stick his nose in there. Now, Paul's kind of backed up a little bit, and King is still to the outside of Quick. King is really making that outside lane work. And now King, oh, just a little loose there, Paul. I'm telling you, it's not an easy feat at these tracks. See how the field looks like. Schofield's trying to get around Paul now, and they're really stacked up behind him. Your Daytona winner, Chris Wally, sitting in 10th position. Oh, caution is out. Not sure what for. Oh, I think I see it. Ken Harper is going to be the cause of that caution. We're going to have to take a look and see what happened there. As we go back in the replay. Oh, it was quite a big mess, actually. We'll go ahead and show you from this angle. And that way you can see what really went on up here. So if you look just ahead, the purple car, they're coming through here. The car of Clark. Clark gets on the apron, collects Trumbley, collects Harper. They all just kind of get together, unfortunately. Nowhere to go. Oh, that is really unfortunate. Let's take another look at this from another angle. We're going to ride on board with Ken Harper this time. Coming across the start-finish line. You see, Clark is just really, really close. Oh, and he overshoots that corner. He almost got it back at Trumbley and then just comes around the corner and gets collected in that. Gets back up to speed. So it looks like Brian McCann so far is your leader with Chris Mefford in second. And then Brandon Mefford and then Kevin McCann. You have a whole bunch of family up front running the top 4 positions here tonight. Pace car lights are off. Going to be coming back around for the green flag this time by. We're going to go back further in the field just because I feel like that's where most of the action is going to be. And if something does happen up front, we're going to catch it all because it's going to happen all right in front of us. Watching Mike Harper here in the number 4. Green flag is out. Everyone gets a good, clean start here. See the pack just kind of start fanning out from top to bottom. Kevin McCann is running that outside lane. He's trying to get around Brandon Mefford. Now he's trying to get around Chris Mefford using that outside lane. And he's going to fall back into place right in front of Neil Quick. Jesse King right now sitting on the outside there, fighting for that 5th and 6th position. Quick keeps having to check up, and King just keeps getting that run on the outside. Now they're starting to go single file from about first all the way back through the field. Let's see if we can't get a chopper cam here. That's not what I wanted. I wanted that. There we go. See the guys all just kind of, it's almost like an accordion at these kind of tracks. You know, the first guy slows up and then everybody just kind of bunches up behind him. After that, back here with Kyle Pettigraph, who was involved in that accident earlier. Oh, and just as we go, Pettigraph goes around again as we go to check on him. Looks like it's going to stay green. Nope, he stopped. Caution is going to come out. We got to see that one live. Almost a lap down for Pettigraph, but he stays on the lead lap. as Brian McCann is still your leader. See if we can't. So I'm just trying to find another angle that I like. So the top four has not changed since for about two cautions here, because we've got the McCann brothers and then the Mefford brothers all sitting up here. Then we've got the other relatives, Neil Quick sitting in 5th and Cook Quick in 11th. I believe that's all the family we have in here. By last name, anyways. Trumbley's going to get his lap back. Trumbley is going to now be back on the lead lap. That is a lifesaver for him. Now, a strategy that I think would be very interesting that plays out here is, you know, these guys that are, you know, falling laps down and whatnot, they could actually be pitting and getting fresher tires than all of these guys. So when they do get back on the lead lap due to the lucky dog rule, they really will have no complaints. They'll be able to just do as they please and possibly gain a lot of track position during these cautions or during these long green flag runs. Pace car lights are out. About 41 of 150 here at Southern National Motorsports Park. Field getting lined up and bunched together here. Green flag is out. Brian's going to get a great start, but Mefford really stays with him to the outside. Oh, gets a little tight, pushes up, gets a little loose. Oh, he had every feeling that possible there. Same with Kevin McCann. Because now Neil Quick's trying to go to the inside of him. But a shot out of a rocket. McCann just took over that outside lane. And now everybody's kind of falling back into that single file salute, as I'll call it. Having some trouble. We're going to watch him for a second. It seems like he's been checking up more often than not. Wally's trying to go to the inside. He's not getting his nose there. Wally's backed off now. Kind of just letting it come to him. Now the 60-16 seems to have straightened himself out, catching Mike Harper here. As we go back up front, Brian McCann is still leading, has about a half a second lead over Chris Mefford. I really think the main key to this race is going to be surviving these cautions and getting as much track position as you can during these restarts. As Mefford has cut down the lead to about 0.3 of a second. Caution flag is out. Uh-oh, looks like it's Jesse King. We have to take a look at that. See if we can't find what happened here. Looks like coming through 3 and 4, Jesse's all by himself coming around the corner, and just that car stepped right out. Spins around, doesn't hit anything or anybody. fantastic job on that save, Jesse. Yes, that is true, Nick. Cautions breed cautions, but luckily for your driver, he didn't hit anything. Still has a good, solid, clean car, and he's going to be set for the rest of the night. It drops him all the way back to 15th. Jesse, at the time, I think, was in about 7th or 6th. Curious to see if he would go to the pits, but so far it looks like the only people that have gone to the pits are Vincent Short, David Trumbley, and Dakota Clark. As we hit lap 53 of 150, Brian McCann is still your leader. Next caution, I've got something really special for you guys to talk about. Something I'm excited that this series is going to do after this season is over. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that as I drop some, I think it's hot off the press information. But as we come to the green flag, Brian McCann steps out to a great lead over Medford. As we go back through the field, things look bunched up back here with Cook Quick on that outside lane as everybody tries to battle to get to that inside. Pettigraph has his hands full. He has all night. He's still trying to get a grip on that car. And here comes Vincent Short down there on the inside of Trumbley. Ooh, gets a little loose. As things up front seem to settle down, Chris Wally sitting in 7th position, getting heavy heat from Mike Harper and Tim Schofield. I thought somebody got into the wall, so I had to go back there and check. Back here in 11th position, Cook Quick is sitting in 11th, just behind Kyle Pettigraph. Quick looks like he has a great drive off the corner. He goes to the outside. I don't think that's going to help him, though, because Short's going to go to the inside, and now King's going to dive to the inside and go around him as well. These guys are racing really hard. But that's the name of the game at this point, because it's lap 62 already of 150. Before you know it, this race will be over. I think it's time that we crank it up 10-4 broadcasting style. Man, I just love sitting here and listening to the sounds of those engines. And look at this challenge that Mefford is really putting on McCann right now. Kind of trying to get a good push on it. We've been watching this for a couple of laps now. We're riding on board with Brian McCann. This is what he is seeing in his mirror. He's getting a whole mirror full of Chris Mefford, who is not giving up. He is staying all over the back bumper of that car driven by Brian McCann. Oh, and he gives him a bump. Oh, gets him a little loose, wiggles him, and goes around him on the outside, or the inside, side by side. McCann's going to go ahead and let him have it, but the question is, will McCann give him a little bump back? That is the first move that we have seen somebody give him. Oh, and Brian McCann is coming to pit road. I didn't see that coming. He's 74 laps on that tank and on those tires. Let's see what he's going to do. I don't know. I don't know if this is a good call. We're going to find out. He's one lap down currently. He's coming back out. Ken Harper is a lap down in front of him. So if a caution were to come out right now, Ken Harper would get that lap back, while Kevin McCann would be the sitting duck, per se. And now Mefford has a good lead over his brother Brandon. And then also Kevin McCann coming into the pits. So what kind of strategy are these guys? Now Jesse King, Chris Wally. Chris Wally looks like he just missed his pits. Oh, yellow flag is out. That is what's going to happen when people start trying to see, who is that back there? David Trumbley. Oh, and massive damage to that car. We're going to have to take a look at that replay and sort this one out, because with this caution, there's going to be a lot of people who, oh man, this is going to be a ride for you guys. You guys are in for a treat. So here we are coming back to Trumbley. They're coming out of turn 2 right here, heading down the back stretch. All of a sudden, he just gets into the back of Kopp and sends him right into that wall and goes for a ride. Massive damage for Trumbley and Cope. We're going to have to get another look at that from another angle, because that was, don't know how exactly that happened. So we're going to find out. We're going to take a ride on the blimp. He's coming down the backstretch. Oh, he just checks up and gets right into it. Oh, slams him right into that wall. Pins him in there. That's some massive damage. All this debris all over the track. Cars swerving to miss both of these guys. And that is unfortunate for both of these guys. I really don't blame anyone for this. Trumbley was just, he didn't anticipate him to break that hard. So those two will be in the pits for probably quite a while. Now, to see how this plays out, Mefford is the leader, but both of the McCanns are back on the lead lap. They have 7 laps, 5 laps on the stuff. I'm not sure that this is updating me correctly, because now it's telling me Vincent Short is the leader. Yeah, so now what I told you I was going to let you guys know this time. The IROC Series is putting together a Season 3 recruiting session. And, didn't mean to do that. And it is going to be a fantastic time. It's the top 5 of each season will qualify for the IROC Series. Anyone can join either season. If you do not make the cut in mini season 1, then you can try again in mini season 2. Now these are some great tracks here, as they're going to be racing at 9 p.m. Mini season 1 starts 3/4 of 2021. I think it's supposed to say, it says 2020, so I believe that's wrong. So 2021 started Daytona, and then they head to Atlanta, Watkins Glen, Eldora, and Martinsville. And there's a subliminal message in here. I don't know if you guys will see it. We'll talk about it later as to what vehicles they will be driving in that series. But we are coming back to the green flag. No, we're not coming back to the green flag. What is happening? So for some reason, Dakota Clark is supposed to be in the back, but he's stuck up here. I think they're trying to sort things out. iRacing seems to be confused. Actually, pace car goes in. We're green flag. No one knows what's going on here. And they're wrecking Vincent Short. Oh, and then another big wreck here, 66 Schofield. So caution is back out. That was a really weird restart. I don't even know that the pace car knows what he was doing there. We're going to try to get a replay of what happened. Chain of events here that just unloaded. We'll first start with Vincent Short, who was up near the front on that restart, because that kind of sets the tone for what else happens. We'll get a wider look at this. So he spins the tires, goes straight to the outside wall by himself, collects quick, and then just stays there and waits for everyone to go by. And then we're going to go back and catch a replay of what happened after that. Because it looks messy. We're going to ride on board, actually, with Tim Schofield here. He's coming to the green flag. I don't think they exactly expected it to be a green flag. And you see that spin. Then Harper gets into the 66, spins around. Oh, Schofield just gets in the back of 66 as he comes up. So what a mess that was, unfortunately for these guys. There's just some damage now to the front of Tim's car, sitting in 6th position. And let's talk about Christopher Wally. Sitting in 6th position. He's kind of just been hanging out, the quiet, dark horse of the race so far tonight, I'd say. Lap 91 of 150. The Medford brothers are still leading this race. It's been a Medford and McCann kind of show tonight. Now, the McCann brothers are sitting 7th and 8th back here. They've got quite a few people to get around if they're going to catch these leaders. Because we're coming up on about 58 laps to go. As the green flag is back in the air. Jesse B. King all the way back up to 4th. Quick. Goes to the inside of Brandon, gets around him quick, fast, and in a hurry, but Medford fighting back to the inside. Oh, and he spins quick around right in front of everybody. Everyone dodges, misses him. Green flag still out. No caution, no caution. Oh, he's trying to get it back going. And that was almost disastrous. I mean, it is disastrous for Neil Quick, who was running fantastic all night. Gets bumped and moved out of the way by Brandon, who now that gives 3rd place to Jesse King. And the yellow flag is back out, as I'm going to go try to find this one. This one seems like there was a lot of things going on here. Oh, we're going to go back and see if we can't see what happened here. We had that incident with, oh, I think I just passed it. Oh, no. It looks like, all right, here we go. We found it. Christopher Wally goes here into the middle of the turn, gets loose all by himself, spins around, doesn't collect anybody. Fantastic job. Oh, 66 may have just hit his front end right there. But fantastic job of keeping it out of the way of everybody else. We were just talking about how he was having such a great run. So I apologize, Chris. I may have cursed that for you. It's not intentional. Now, Tim Schofield. Let's talk about 5th place right now. And Brian McCann went from 7th to 4th. So those front 3 guys kind of need to be concerned here. Like the pace car lights are out. Lap 100 of 150. McCann's going to start on that outside lane. This is going to be an interesting restart because we're going to see what McCann's going to do to get back up in there in the lead. And I wouldn't be surprised if he gives somebody a little bump and run to say, hey, I remember what you did to me and it's my turn to do it to you. And the green flag is out. King to the inside, McCann to the outside. Both of these drivers want to get up there and break that Mefford party up. But McCann is going to have a hard time getting around Jesse King. And he's got Pettigraph right in his back door as well. So he's going to be dealing with that while trying to catch the people in front of him. Coming around here for lap 102, Jesse King. Oh, and Pettigraph, not again. He has been loose all night. Oh, it collects quite a few people. McCann. Oh, and this is the big one. This is the big one. Gets Neil Quick, Vincent Short, Timothy Schofield, and I believe Kevin McCann got some of it too. Yeah, a lot of damage there on that number 133. Let's see if we can't go back and we'll take a ride along with Kevin McCann here. He looked like he was going to miss the wreck and then had nowhere to go. Just collects him right there, slams on the brake, gets in him, gets into number 12. And it's just chaos erupts from there. So unfortunately, I think that's going to end Kevin's night. He's sitting in 4th position, but a lot of damage on the front of that car. And now, where did Brian McCann go? Brian McCann went to the pits. He's going back into the pits. I believe he's got a trick up his sleeve. Brian McCann coming out of the pits. Everyone else has about 28 to 30 laps on their tires as these guys come back around. Chris Mefford is still your leader. Pace car lights are not off yet. Vincent Short involved in that accident in the pits. Looks like we're going to go around another time here. Looks like we have about 40 laps to go. Pace car lights are off as we get set to go green here. This time by. See how McCann does. He stayed out with all that damage. And Chris and Brandon side by side. Brandon's going to back off, try to jump in to the inside, but King is there. Looks like we have a slow car back here. Let's take a look. Oh, thought I saw an accident happen. Quick, I think, was just a little loose there. As they come off of turn 2. We'll go back up front. Jesse King sitting in third position. The damage doesn't seem to be affecting Kevin McCann too much. Right now, the Medford brothers putting on a show. I think it might be more of a show than what the McCann brothers were putting on. But let's go check in with Brian McCann, who's already back up to 8th, and he was started in the very back of the pack. Already up to 8th, trying to pick these guys up. Oh, and there's a caution. Who is that? I believe it's Matthew Cope. We're going to go take a look at that. No caution, actually, so these guys are still under green flag. I think because he was out of the groove, they didn't call it caution. Oh, and it's a 3-car pileup here. So Harper to the inside of Cope. Coming off a 4. Oh, Schofield gets around. Then they see it, and they get around too. Back into him. No caution. Green flag. They kind of kept rolling, really, so I guess I understand that. But wow. Oh, I didn't even show you all the replay. I'm terrible. I didn't take it off. I will show you all the replay. I apologize. And here it is. Coming out of turn 2 here. You see Schofield up front there. Kind of gets loose. They kind of see it happen, run into each other, and kind of keep rolling. I'm really surprised there was no caution. But we are still green flag here. Lap 120 of 150. Chris Meffer still lead, but a tight battle between the front 4. It's going to take a bumper to get somebody to move out of your way to get what you want here. Kevin McCann, that car still somehow doing really well. Closest people to them is about 3 seconds back, and that's Chris Wally, who was involved in that earlier incident. But Brian McCann is there dealing with Quick and Wally. It's not going to be easy for him. If he can get around them, he may be able to catch the leaders, but he's got to get around them first. And they are not going to be very nice to be letting him around. Now the question is, can this stay green the rest of the time? Mefford still out front with Mefford behind him. He's starting to put some distance between him and second place. Oh, and Vincent Short losing almost the back of his car. Not sure what happened there. He's 3 laps down, trying to get out of the way of the leaders. Only 25 laps to go. Brian McCann still held up back here between these two, battling side by side. This is not what McCann wants to see, because it's slowing him down while slowing them down, and that's making it, he is about 5 seconds back. Oh, and they're going to get around. Nope, everybody saves it. Everybody stays green once again, but everyone checks up. That took him to 6 seconds back from that lead pack. So now Brian has cleared those two. Christopher Wally saves it. Quick saves it. Everybody behind him checks up. Nobody runs into them. Now Mefford, go back here up front. On the outside of a very slow car of Schofield, who's had really a beating tonight. But these front 4 are all nose to tail. Brian McCann still 6 seconds back from the leader. 6.5 actually. with 20 laps to go. Does he have enough time to catch him? I don't know. And they're going to start catching people from the back of the pack to start lapping them. Mefford running 1-2. Oh, and the number 4 of Harper is around. Caution is out. See if we can't find out what happened there. Oh. Looks like once again Pettigraph, something happened with him. As they're coming out of turn 2, you see them side by side. And Harper, Pettigraph just gets sideways, slams right into him, and he goes right back into Pettigraph, who ended up sliding a little bit further. And gets it going again. So this is not good for the Mefford brothers, because now Brian McCann has made that lead dwindle. Question is anyone going to come in? Now, let me put it into perspective for you. Brian McCann is on 28 lap tires in this stint, and the rest of the guys are on 57, 58, 55. So Brian's got way fresher tires than the rest of these guys, and it's going to be interesting to see how he handles that situation. Pace car lights are still on here at Southern National Motorsports Park. Coming to lap 156 of 150. This has been the IROC 150. Pace car lights are off. Coming back around here for the green flag. You're going to have McCann starting on the outside behind one of the Meffords, and Brian McCann starting in 5th position on that low side. We'll see what kind of a start we get here. The Meffords are going. Green flag is out. King gets a great run to get around. Oh no, and he spins one of the Meffords. And it's going to be a caution, and big mess back here. Hard hit for Brandon Mefford. Oh, that is unfortunate. I don't believe Jesse meant to do that at all. But let's go ahead and go back and take a look at that, because they were racing really hard here on this restart. So we're going to watch from Jesse's kind of point of view. He gets in there, gets just inside of him, sends on the brakes. Brian McCann gets some damage, actually a lot of damage that front end. King comes away unscathed. Let's see if we can't get another version of that replay. We're going to ride on board with Brandon Mefford. We'll go cockpit, and we'll see what happens from his perspective. Green flag's out. He drops to the inside. He gets tagged right there. Gets hit right there, right up into Vincent Short, had nowhere to go. And now you can see how far he's got to turn to even go straight. That is unfortunate. He was having such a good night. Well, now it's going to be up to Chris Mefford to hold these guys off. He's got Kevin McCann, Jesse King, Brian McCann, Stoney Benfield sitting in that 5th position. Christopher Wally in the 6th, Ken Harper in 7th, Neil Quick in 8th, Cook Quick in 9th, and Brandon Mefford in 10th, who was just involved in that wreck. Pace car lights are off, Lap 141 or 142 of 150. Coming down real quick. These guys are running out of time. Coming to 3 and 4. Could this be the final restart? That is the question. I don't believe so. Green flag is out. Mefford gets a great run. Oh, McCann gets a little loose. Ends up holding up his brother while Wally goes to the outside of the 66. Kevin McCann's trying to fight back. Jesse King goes to the inside, passes him. So now, can Jesse King get around? Oh, and there's a car upside down. Not sure who that was. We're going to find out real quick. Brian McCann is around. Trumbley, I'm trying to figure out who that was. Upside down. That was wild. Let's see if we can't see what happens here. It's difficult for me to tell who it was. Oh, here we go. I think I just found the incident. Yes. So looks like we're going to go here. All right, so back to the action here. You see the green flag start, and Pettigraph's back there. Harper, and just he clips Vincent and just begins his roll down the banking in that number 83. He had a fantastic race going, and now he's dealing with a car that is upside down. Now, we have 4 laps to go. We have 2 attempts at a green-white checkered. Pace lights are not out. Looks like we're going to go green with 2 to go as we come around this time by. This is going to be an exciting finish, guys. I really can't wait to see what happens. We've seen great racing all night. The question is, who's going to give the bumper to who here in this race? We're going to have to watch and see together here as we come across the line for 2 to go, and pace car lights are off. So it's about to be go time, boys. We have got to make it 2. Oh no, it's still 3 laps to go. So I think it's going to be green, white, and then checkered. But they have got to take that white flag, or else it's going to be another restart. So here we go. Chris Mefford gets a fantastic restart. King to the outside. Dives down inside of him. Wally makes it 3 wide. Now King's into the wall. Oh man. Jesse King in the wall, but he saves it. Christopher Wally, I see him going 3 wide. Now Neil Quick is around, stuck on the 66. Big mess here in the corner. Still green flag. Final lap has already been taken. Chris Mefford is in the lead. Kevin McCann is saying Chris Wally, 3rd place, comes out of nowhere, and that is your winner for tonight. Chris Mefford with Kevin McCann behind him, and Chris Wally sitting in 3rd position. And there's Mefford. Just unfortunate ending to Brandon's race tonight. He was having such a good race, and now he's running into the wall, and Mefford's coming out here to do some donuts, as long as he don't run into anybody. Wow, what a finish. I need to take you guys back before we get to interviews. I need to take you guys back to the end, or to that restart. Okay, we're going to go back on this because that was wild. Now, we're going to go back to that restart, and I think we're going to go with this camera angle because this is going to give us a nice wide shot of everything going on here. Now, I'm going to watch Mefford gets a great start. King to the outside. King gets loose all by himself right there, And then you just start seeing these guys start bouncing off each other in the back. Christopher Wally pushes his way up to third, and then Quick gets hit by the 66, takes those two out of contention. He comes along for the white flag, and the rest is history at that point. What a fantastic finish to this race. So we're going to get these interviews ready and lined up here. Wow. What a great race. See if we can't. Got him. Mefford 46. And I need Kevin McCann. Don't see him yet. But we're going to go ahead and pull Chris Wally up here. Chris, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how you got a third place finish, because just laps ago you were involved in a wreck that I thought kind of took you out of contention, but here you are finishing third place. Tell me how your night went.
Man, I tell you what, it was a long night. It's tough. We need to tell Alan we miss him. Alan. It was tough to
Yes.
in this race, short track, mix going on. Half driving through the middle of them with one hand on the mouse, ready to go to yellow. So it was tough, but no, it was a fun race. Obviously, it being a short track, you can gain some ground pretty quick on restarts. But luckily, stayed out of the big trouble. Got a late caution where I took some tires, and I really think that helped. I was probably going to be fifth or sixth right there, and then had a couple guys loop it around there at the end, and just got lucky.
Hey, I will take a third place in that situation any day, especially with how your night kind of went, because you kind of touched the apron a couple times, spun, I think maybe twice or so, and saved them. But, a difficult track, but fun to watch on my end.
Yeah, I think the night started on the pole for the heat race, and kind of got turned a little bit there on lap one of that. So I was hoping it wasn't going to be a night filled with that, but came out lucky. It's just one of those deals. Glad to finally get another podium under my belt here.
Well, this week we were at Southern National, and next week we're going to be at Richmond Raceway for the All-Star race. What's your thought process going into that?
Yeah, that should be a fun race. We've got, I think, 14 or 15 guys that are qualified in for that already. We're going to have a race-in race on Wednesday night to get a few more guys in there. But yeah, that'll just be a fun race. Obviously, the McCanns and the Meffords got this thing figured out, so it's up to the rest of us to kind of dethrone them. I'll tell you what, Neil Quick, he's been so fast all year.
I'm just waiting for him to get that first win.
Absolutely. He's just had terrible luck, but probably just as fast as those guys. So it'll be fun next week, but I think we all know who's got the target on the back.
Yeah, yes, we do. We even got to see a little bump and run tonight that I really think shaped the end of the race between one of the Meffords. I don't know which one it was. I think it might have been Chris Mefford who gave the bumper to Brian, and that really shuffled him back, and then he dove down pit road and could never typically recover. He really didn't recover from that incident. But before you go, Chris, I know I talked briefly about the race, about the oh, my brain just stopped working. The series, the short series, the mini series. Is there anything you want to tell everybody about that?
Yeah, absolutely. We so once season 2 ends, we're going to have two 5-race mini seasons. Small entry to jump in there. Top 5 in those entries or those mini seasons will then qualify into season 3 for us. The top 15 of season 2 will automatically advance to season 3. But that start date for mini season 1 is March 4th. Anybody that's interested, find us on Facebook, iRacing IROC Challenge Series. You can email us at iracing.iroc@gmail.com, or message me personally through iRacing or my own personal Facebook. So definitely looking for guys to join us. It's been a great series and continuing to grow.
Well, thanks a lot, Chris. Congratulations on third place, and we'll see you next week at Richmond. Oh, is there
Absolutely.
anybody you want to give a shout out to? Sorry,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
almost
Oh,
forgot.
you're good. I was going to give them out anyway. No, we, huge partner with R&R Raceware. Um, a lot of things that they do, we couldn't do without them there. Loud Pedal Gaming and Hydrotech PC, all of our partners there have been awesome. They've been huge help on getting this thing going, along with the members. The guys in the league have all stepped up to kind of help this thing go and do it the right way. Everybody's had a good attitude about it, and it's been a lot of fun. So definitely looking to retain everybody that we can and continue to enjoy it in the future.
Well, that's great, Chris. Great night tonight, and we'll see you next week at Richmond International Raceway.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Thanks, Chris. And now we're going to bring up the winner for tonight. What a finish. I mean, you had to be sweating when that last caution came out because you guys had separated yourself from Brian McCann, which I was concerned was going to catch you guys and possibly make things interesting. Tell me how you went about, capturing this win tonight.
So in practice, I did a little bit of a long run, and the tires seemed to not wear very much. So I knew I had a decent line in the long run. Um, I know after the cautions on the restarts, Brian was pushing pretty hard to get that gap, and then I believe he likes to ride after that. So I caught on and started pushing. It seemed like I pushed him a little bit. Maybe nudged him in the middle of 3 and 4 and got around him. But we was trading lap times back and forth, and I seen us pull away from the field. And then he came down with some pit road strategy. I'm not sure if they took fuel only or what exactly they'd done, but they went a lap down. That really helped help my cause.
Yeah, that when that bump and run happened, I knew that was going to change the game because it was a Mefford and a McCann kind of show tonight where the families were battling, and it was fantastic to watch.
No, I mean me, me and Brian's had some battles, and it's never been been bad either. Uh, I know my first two wins, me and Brian was actually side by side on a couple of them, and more flew my way. So Brian races me with a lot of respect. I raced him with a lot of respect. Same with Kevin. So it was fun. So other than my brother, I think Brian and Kevin probably the ones I like to race most out here.
Well, congratulations on your win tonight. I think I was trying to look for the point standings. Let's see. So that's I don't see you. I thought you were in the top 10. I'm sorry. I th- Are you in the top 10?
I don't think so. I started, I think, like 5. I think I started
Okay.
like late. So
Gotcha. Okay. I'm sitting here looking. I'm like, I don't see you. Well, that's, either way, a win's a win, and that's fantastic. Next week, we're heading to Richmond for the All Star race. What's your strategy going into that?
beat Brian and Kevin. Like everybody else's strategy. Short tracks I got here in practice, I said these things are junk. You really couldn't mat the gas off the corner like I wanted to. Um, you had to be more straight than anything. And me pushing Brian a little bit, he kind of started getting some higher exits, which was burning his right front tire off. So he's slowing down a little bit more, which let me catch him. Um, no, Richmond, it's going to be another game. Two totally different corners, kind of like Darlington.
Yep.
Two totally different corners. You got to treat them both, both differently, and it's going to be a fun one.
Well, congratulations on your win. And is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yep, I want to thank you guys for broadcasting. It's always great. Thanks for Chris Wally for putting up with us. Congrats on him having a good third place finish. I know he got wrecked in the heat race, I believe, and he battled back. So that's a good battle for him. Good job for Kevin. Charging back up there to second. I think Brian finished fourth. I think he came down and topped off and took some tires, a few cautions before the last. And I knew he was good on fuel, so it kind of put me on edge there. Shout out to the other admins and people that put on this race, the other racers, all my other teammates at Falcon Motorsports. My causes, race for a cause. I race for causes. I got, let's see here, a race for Riley, a race for a Bruiser Raceware, and just a couple other guys. I just love down here doing league races. That's a lot better than officials.
Yes, hands down. I agree. You get
More
some great
respect.
racing. Yes. Well,
Yeah, so I'm not sure if you guys gave me, if it was you or somebody gave me some crap on my first race. I just don't run a lot of official races just for that reason. I've been
I
back
do
on for
remember
about,
that. I think it was Josh that had said, it was talking about people's I rating, and then the following race, he said, I didn't mean it that way.
blame on the guy that's not here.
Yeah.
No, like I said, I mean, you've done this stuff. This official races, you can't. I just go there. If I do, I just write in the back.
Honestly,
And
I think maybe the last official race I did was maybe 4 years ago.
yeah, so I've been back on for like 4 years, I think. I might have ran a handful of official races. It's just they're not fun. I mean, you're going to get wrecked. There's no doubt about it. So
Right.
I just stick with league races. There's so much said you can build respect off guys, build friends off from guys. So
Right.
it makes it a lot more enjoyable.
Oh yes, hands down. And this series has been nothing less than fantastic from Daytona to here. The racing has been great at every single track, no matter what.
Oh yeah, it was definitely great. I know we raced at Watkins Glen. I think it was last weekend. I think you guys missed out on that one. I think I might have had something for Brian and Kevin. I'm not sure. Me and Brian, I think Brian won. Was running really identical lap times there, so I'm not sure what I've done in a longer run. So I got involved in the crash right out of the S's, so it'd been no point for me to drive around or anything.
Right.
So no, it's always fun racing Brian and Kevin. They're gonna race you hard, race you clean, and with a lot of respect.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on your win tonight, and we'll see you next week at Richmond.
Absolutely, thank you.
Well, there you have it. That's all she wrote, boys. That was a fantastic 103 heat races, 150 laps here tonight. One of the Mefford brothers is your winner, Chris Mefford, and just gave the bump and run at the right time and really got into the head of Brian and took that win away from him because Brian was just dominant up until that point. But we hope that you subscribe to our channel. Come back every time we have a race. We have a lot of great racing every week here between this series and other series that we do broadcast for. And we'll be bringing on many more. We may end up having leagues going every day of the week. So if you get bored, stop by, watch some races, talk with us because we do enjoy talking to our fans and everybody who comes and watches the races. And once again, from every